Hi, sir. You're a representative from the World Bank.
Yeah.
I'm representing the Alliance for Climate Education. It's a measure for youth to get more involved in climate advocacy and education. So I want to know, how will the World Bank, which is usually giving more resources to other countries, but what would be there for young people like me rising up advocating for the climate and other goals that the UN is trying to achieve?
So I think the first point is that climate action will determine the world we're going to live in the future. And so young people are the ones that are going to live in that world. And therefore what we're doing with governments and with countries in the private sector is important for young people. That's the first point. Second point is we'd like to have coalitions or alliances with organizations of young people, because young people can advocate. There are a number of things that you do. You can advocate, you can talk. I come from South Africa. In 1980s, it was the young people that took to the streets that turned out to have a change of government in South Africa. It was their advocacy that helped push the apartheid government to change. And I think we're facing a similar analogy now. Young people, through their advocacy, through their political action, through raising points with their political representatives, can have a big impact. Secondly, education. If we think now the jobs in the future are going to be very different from the jobs now. So if young people can be focusing on multidisciplinary skills, thinking about how to build science, hard science of climate into policy decisions, bringing that multi-sectoral skill together, that will be very important from the education sector.
Yes. We also want to know, so what would any partnerships include, like with the World Bank and young people? Because we try to get our message out there, but it seems to be clouded because of our age, that sense of ageism because of our youth. But we're actually going to be the ones who are impacted by climate change. So what do you have to say?
So I think one thing, for example, is use of social media. You have an ability, younger people tend to have a greater engagement in social media. And so working on social media, getting the message out to young people, making sure that young people come out to vote and vote for candidates that support a climate change agenda, mobilizing, using Twitter, using Snapchat, using this new media so that you can create a groundswell of support at that level. I think that's very important going forward.
Thank you
very much.
Very much.
Good luck.